So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purposes.
Hey everybody, Martha here. So since tomorrow Scooby comes out on home premiere, it's skipping right over from from theaters to home premiere. Not even gonna have both like Trolls did, which I have not watched. So that's not my thing. But anyway, this one I wanted to do another review in honor of their making another Scooby movie. Let's hope this one. Let's hope the one that's gonna come out tomorrow will be good. We'll find out. I'll find out tomorrow though, but I don't know when I'll send this one out. Okay, because I might send this one after I see the movie if I watch it tomorrow. If I don't, I'll put this one on. So you guys will know. But anyway, I will. I have a little announcement that we have a new subscriber, but I'll say that person's name at the end of the video. Okay. So this movie that we're reviewing today is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. This is the second Scooby-Doo movie made directly to video that was made back during the 90s and up until now, like late 90s and early 2000s up until now. Because every single year they make like one or two Scooby-Doo movies ever since then. But I think out of the ones I've seen so far, I've not seen them all. There's too many of them. I think I've seen at least about 6 or 7 of them. I cannot name. I know I've seen like the first 4 of them, and which are Zombieland, which is Ghost, which is the one we're doing, the Cyberland, and the Alien one. Those two at the very end are not as good as the first two, but and ones that were made for about based off shows that are movies that are gonna come into shows like Scooby Doo and the Reckless Werewolf and the Ghoul School and those Ghost Brothers. Those were all originally supposed to be TV shows, but I'll talk about those if I ever do reviews about those. But this one is Ghost. This is Scooby Doo, the Witch's Ghost. So this is the second movie. So, and this one's really good because we got a good actor in it, and he practically carries for the whole entire movie, even though it's not his best work. But he's still here doing his. And that is Tim Curry being his curriest, or being his cheesiest, and we love him for it. So, and all he wants to have is his ancestors' book. And he's playing Ben Ravenclaw, who is basically a nicer version of Stephen King, if you ask me, probably, or children's version of Stephen King, basically. So I guess you can see he's Orwell Stein. Anyway, he wants to have his ancestors' book, which is Sarah Ravenclaw, and he's telling everybody that she's a Wiccan, which is a healer who uses herbs and stuff like that to heal people, and different from which is just use spells. So. So Scooby and the gang solve a mystery that has to do with like two knights who like try to like get a new museum, and this is when they bump into Ben, and he offers to take them back to um, Oakville, and they go there, and he's trying to look for his ancestor's book, and he finds out the whole entire town is trying to his ancestor Sarah is was a witch, and was one of the bad ones. But this doesn't take place in Salem, and and yeah, even Belma brings up the whole other thing that happens in Massachusetts Salem with all those people who died, who were unfairly died because they were just a lot of them was misunderstood people. So, and they're saying that Sarah is one of those people, even though it's in St. Salem. So, there must have been other towns that did it. And they see like old, like selling like merchandise devoted to Sarah Ravencroft, like T-shirts and stuff like that. And they're gonna have a performance of the Hex Girls that in like 2 nights from now in that show, and they start seeing they hear a story that Sarah is haunting the town, and Ben does not like this because he does not like his ancestor being mishandled and being misrepresented. So he's mad about it, and he just wants her book with her old journal, which proves her innocence, that she's a wicked, not a witch. So he ends up having help from Belma mostly, looking for it. Like the Scooby finds a belt over an old shoe belt loop like they'd used back then, and under a tree that got chopped down. So, and Ben takes them home and explains to them that Sarah was a good Wiccan that healed people, not a witch. So, and Shaggy and Scooby go and do their usual thing, go find a restaurant, eat all the food, gross people out, the usual drill, make them where all the food is gone, where the restaurant owner has to go get some more, and then they eat all the food, and yada yada yada, repeat, and repeat. And it's nighttime when they leave, and they're drawn all fat, and they see the Hex Girls, which are basically just a band who uses her dress as goths, and have fake teeth. But Scooby-Doo and Shaggy don't even bother looking to see if it's fake teeth. Instead, they just run away when they see the fangs, and they go at them, basically. Or say, hi! But they see the fangs and go, ah! So, and do the whole entire running thing. And this is when they also bump into Sarah. And they run in, they bump into Velma and the rest of them, and they explain to them what happened. And Velma finds like some dust and branches that were broken. And they decide to do the whole entire. They see like lights in the performance, and they see the Hex Girls singing the Put a Spell on You song. And after they were done performing, Freddie and Daphne stay to follow them, while Velma takes the other three to go to where they go behind the trees that were nearby, and they find a barn and the mayor. So Velma and Ben go inside the barn, while Shaggy and Scooby follow the mayor. And they find out the mayor is delivering a bunch of stuff to a bunch of people. and Velma and Ben find the car. They find a truck with on a conveyor belt attached to it, and it's still warm, so somebody's been driving it. And Daphne and Fred follow Thorn, which is the lead singer of Hex Girls, and find that she's making some weird herbal thing. And they figure out when after Scooby and Jagger are done following the mayor, the witch Sarah shows up and just tries to chase them, and they break down one of the walls like they usually do, and when they bump into the mayor, they ran over them, and then they mostly bump into a random Velma and Ben who have glasses on, and you know the horror thing, when somebody bumps into Velma, drops her glasses, it goes, "Where are my glasses?" And so we had a moment where both of them dropped their glasses, and they kind of accidentally put each other's glasses on, so wrong lenses. So they put the right one back on. And Jaggy explains we saw the witch again, and they go back to where they have met the mayor. After the mayor says, "Who ran over me?" and they end up finding out that there's nothing there except for the damaged walls, and Velma get the mayor a ways to let them know that she's got a plan, and to find out who the ghost is. So they do the whole good thing, and they lure the ghost. They have the Hex Girls come out by luring them by playing their instruments, and the witch shows up, tries to attack them. They use the branch and land into a soccer net old trick, and they find out it's the one who was selling the t-shirts, which ends up being Thorn's dad. And this is when there's like 20 to 30 minutes left in the movie. You know that there's something else going to happen. This ain't the end of the movie. It's because they solved one mystery. They still have to find the book. So this can't be in the movie. It was way too easy. And we find out the whole entire town was in on this. Not just the t-shirt guy, but the whole entire town. The restaurant owner, and the mayor, and the rest of it, because they just wanted more tourists and stuff like that, so they can get money, money. So they end up back at Ben's house after they say, we're sorry, you tried to put your ancestor in the dirt and use her for money, so basically. And they explain that they found her grave, but we did not find the book. And Scooby shows Velma the shoe buckle, and Velma figures out, that's no shoe buckle, that's a journal buckle. And he figured out that the tree that Ben was looking at was the wrong one, because the one that was actually the tree got cut down 100 years ago, so yeah. And Scooby shows them where they found the buckle from the journal. And he digs, and they find a box, and they find out that it's not a journal, it's a spell book. And so it looks like the whole entire town was right, that Sarah is a witch, not a Wicked. What was a name like Ravenclaw? What kind of name? What kind? Sounds like something that would be a name for a witch. So anyway, and he explains to them that I paid off all those people down in the museum to stage mystery for you to solve, so we can meet. Ben says, so I can get this book. And Velma, was the mayor in all this with our other? Nope, that had nothing to do with it. This help was nice of them to do it anyway. So and Ben says, "I'm a warlock." Basically, I cannot do a Tim Curry's voice to save me. So anyway, he starts casting some spells on everybody and stuff like that, and then he ends up eventually releasing Sarah. And we find out that Sarah does not want to share destroying the world with Ben. Like, what? A surprise we got here. So anyway, she puts Ben inside like some kind of a green bubble, and everybody's like grabbing the book and stuff like that, and but Ben can't do it because he's not a virtual spirit. You have to be a virtual one and a Wiccan or witch to do it. And Ben may be a warlock, may have witch blood in him, but he does not have a virtual soul, yada. And one thing I like about what they did with this was a little joke that Shaggy gets a water bucket, pours it on her. He said, "That didn't work!" And I was like yelling at the TV like, "Wizard of Oz, you lied to me! Water does not kill witches!" So he just puts the bucket on her instead, and we have a turkey that's chasing them too, and pumpkins. So are we sure she's not the fairy godmother from Cinderella too, bringing pumpkins to life? And we get the book to Thorn, and she ends up reading the spell and gets her sent back in there. And she was surprised that this was able to happen. She was only 1/16th Wiccan, but still, that's good enough. So, and the only thing that she was really doing was a thing that would help her vocal cords feel better after singing for a long time. Because, you know, when you sing for a long time, it hurts. So, and then they do a little performance after Sarah and Ben get sucked into the book, and little ex-girls do another song, and it was still, what I think about this one. So like I said, out of the ones that were made direct to video, the other ones I've seen so far, this one I would say is actually better than Zombieland. I mean, Zombieland's pretty good, Zombie Island, but that one doesn't have Tim Curry in it. I mean, I guess they're both on the same level somewhat, and they have their own band, so that we get to see on the screen, and we end up like having like 3 mysteries kind of. Well, that's like 2.5, since we really didn't get to see the first one being solved. And we know this is the same exact group because both Freddy and Daphne are both wearing the same exact clothes from Zombie Island. So, and they don't even mention that one, but that's not important here, so they don't even remember that. They don't even mention it. So, anyway. And I like the fact that we still have one of the original actors on this movie, from the original cartoon, who plays Freddy here. He did play Scooby in the original too, but he can't, I'm guessing he can no longer do Scooby-Doo anymore because it probably hurts his throat to do that. So, I'm gonna give this movie and I also have a lot of the other actors on here too. So, and a lot of them already have their names on there. So if you want to see those ones, go ahead. So, I'm gonna give this movie a 10 out of 10. And Sully, what do you give it? I give it a 5 to my deal. Do I have to read it? Yes, you do. Darn it! So see you guys later. Can't wait till tomorrow to watch Scooby and see how Zac Efron does as Freddy. Bye-bye! So guys, we got a new subscriber named Mr. Overkill with one L. This person is allowed to make a request if they want to. Since they're now a new subscriber, it's one of the ones that I can actually find names to. He's allowed to either make a request for a movie, a game, or a book, as long as I'm able to find it. So, anyway, welcome to the group, the community. Welcome to the Crazy Cat game. You're one of the kittens now. So, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.